Welcome back, YouTube world. This is your guy, Sealz the Man, and I am back at you with another night episode. I should probably make a late night show introduction or something like those late night shows that you be seeing on TV. I want to say hello to all my subscribers, all my peoples who've been rocking with your boy since day 1, day 20, day 25. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And to my new followers and new viewers, I just want you to know that this channel is about understanding the mind of a man, understanding the anatomy of our mental space. The mind of a good man is not talked about enough, and on this channel you will be getting nothing but that and a little bit of my craziness mixed in. On this video I will be talking about the things men secretly on the low do not, I repeat, do not like about their girl, their lady, their woman. As I take off my dramatic voice, a lot of you might be wondering, why is he secretly disliking these things about me? If I'm his woman, why can't he just tell me, right? And if you've been on my channel, you know that I preach communication. But I'm going to tell you that not everything can be said that easily, because it really depends on your lady, and some do not take things the right way or the way you want to present it to them. So a lot of men just refrain from talking about these certain things or bringing them up, and they just let it happen, and most times it ruins the relationship because they're just letting it ride. So a lot of men tread lightly, but I'm going to let you know anyway. So do not kill the messenger. Just take note and use it if it applies. Let's get to it. Number one of the things that men low-key do not like about their girls is their best friends. You see, the best friend has a lot of power in your relationships, unknown or known. It's like when you watch those movies, especially those historical movies, where there's a king, but the king always has a right-hand man, right? A secretary, a vice president, or second in charge. Somebody else besides the king who runs things, right? And usually in those movies, the king is thinking of one way, but this second person in charge always chirps in their ears, telling them they should go another way. And then the king starts to find doubt in his original plan. And he starts to think, man, he's speaking with great sense. What was I thinking? You know what? I'm gonna do what he says, right? And then the movie always ends with the king dead and the second man in charge, now the new king, and voila. See, that is the same power that a best friend of a man's woman has. She has great influence, not in the same level as taking down cities and kingdoms as the example I just showed. Boys, girls, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, they all go through things and problems and situations where each one of them wants to go outside of their relationships to talk about their situations to somebody else, an outside source to vent. So if you're having issues in your relationship, but her best friend has no good intentions for their relationship, or the best friend doesn't like the dude for whatever reason, or the best friend is jealous, her best friend can feed bad info, bad energy, bad seeds into her ear, instead of just giving her constructive feedback. Her best friend could be jealous of your relationship. There are so many reasons, and these are the things men do not like. But it is hard to tell your woman about her best friend, especially if she's being biased or you recognize that she is not bringing anything good into your relationship. It's her best friend. What can he say? He is powerless unless his woman knows what's up. And don't get me wrong, there are certain situations where her best friend will put her on game or give her good criticism or feedback about what's going on. Sometimes her best friend knows what he's doing behind her back, but that is not the case every time. Men hate having outside factors take control of their situations. So make sure your best friend is legit. What the heck is petty jelly, Sealz? Petty jelly is a silly nickname I just gave to a real term, which is petty jealousness. Now let me give you an example of petty jealousness. Oh, I saw you like that girl's picture on Instagram earlier today, right? How about you ask her to cook you something tonight? Huh? What? I caught you staring at her for 15.6 seconds. Like, I literally counted each second. So you like her? Huh? No, don't touch me. Just go over there and say hi to her. I'll go back home. Can we please do away with the petty jelly? Because to be real with y'all, it says more about you than it does him. If he's with you, if he has committed himself to you, if he has made it clear and apparent he only wants you, then please stop acting like it's otherwise. Because it does nothing for you two. It brings no positivity for you two. Even when you claim it's a joke after he tells you why he doesn't like it, we both know you were serious. And most times, jokes are masks of seriousness. Unfounded jealousy is the worst. Stop it. Men hate it. Like I said in the first point, every relationship has problems. Every friendship has problems. Every business ship has problems. But it's always what you can do to get out of that problem. What is the solution? So when a woman is being transparent with everyone but him, everyone outside of him, she's going around telling people your business, y'all business. She's giving them all the details. She's telling them all the reasons why she feels hurt, why she's tired, why she's fed up, telling everybody all the things he needs to do. But the most important person that needs to hear all these things is the actual man, the other part of the equation. So one thing that men hate is when he asks you what's wrong and you say it for me. You already know what I'm gonna say. And for those who don't know what I'm gonna say, you say nothing. Nothing is wrong with me. It's cool. I'm good. I'm Gucci. When you, him, and everyone else in the world knows you are lying. This is no time to be cool. Put your ego aside and let's get this solution going. Because this is childish. We don't have time for this. Let's get to a solution. So let me reiterate once again, he hates when he's trying to find a solution for you two and you're not being transparent with him. And the fact that you would rather tell other people who have no business in y'all business what's going on instead of the person that matters the most, him. Men despise that. So what I suggest is that when someone asks you, not even just him, when anyone asks you what's the problem, be real and tell them. And that goes for anybody, because that also lets people know that you ain't no sucker and that you will not let anything fly that is not satisfactory to you. This is a huge one, a huge problem, because it results in violence, in pain, suffering, damage. Hitting a man, hitting a woman, hitting anyone is never the solution. Violence is never the solution in any relationship. But in this specific point, hitting a man is never a good idea. And I want to dive a little deeper into this because a lot of men I know were raised to not hit women. And a lot of men I know that were in situations where they were hit by a woman, they literally froze up, didn't know what to do, were just boiling to the top of their head like a volcano with anger and frustration because they know if they hit her back, he's going to look way worse. And what's not talked about enough is that there are plenty of violent cases of domestic abuse where women are attacking the men. But for me personally, as a black man, I know that if I strike a woman back, right, in self-defense or whatever, and she calls the cops, or the neighbors call the cops or whatever, they don't even know the situations that's going on that I'm defending myself. But as a black man, as a minority in this country, calling the cops in these days of times is a threat to me. I don't have to explain that. You already understand why I'm saying that. Turn on the news right now, and I bet it's something talking about that right now. So we ain't gonna get into that. And now, like point 2, when I said men hate outside factors having a great influence in their relationship, when you call the cops, that is exactly what happens. So to alleviate all of that mess and negativity, there should be no hands put on no man and on no woman. Eliminate violence, period. Do so. But the moment you attack your significant other, you're doing nothing but open up a Pandora's box of just straight up nastiness. So cut that out. Being placed in one box, categorize them into the same category as the no good men that treated them bad in the past, because they have no connection to that. They have no fault in that. This is a whole new situation, but it happens a lot. I can tell you this right now. I can speak on this from experience on this YouTube channel. So we all know there was a big relationship coach on YouTube and social media that got exposed for cheating. I don't have to say his name, you know who he is. And for some odd reason, I'll see a delusional person in my comments saying, oh, he's another that guy. And it is super duper annoying to see, because these delusional people don't know 2 cents about you. Don't even take the time to watch the whole video or watch your other videos or even look on your channel to see what content you have. And they are calling you someone else because that person did something wrong. So they encase everyone who are in his industry and even outside of his industry that are but have similar content into one category. And as a man, I cannot stand it, because not only is it super corny, super played out, super lazy, because they don't even come to my channel and see that I don't talk about relationships. I talk about everything involving a man. So it's so much more than that. Super ignorant. And most of all, if you were to do the same thing to them, they will have a problem with it. So we're going to leave my rant now and go back to men overall. Your present man does not deserve the sins of your past men. He is your new opportunity. He can literally be a blessing in disguise. But if you drag those same negative notions, those same negative connotations, those same negative feelings, it will latch on to him, and it will latch on to your relationship like a leech. And leeches do nothing but suck and drain you. And then your relationship will wither. Respect is either earned or forfeited. So to all the ladies out there, hopefully I was able to put you on game a little bit. And if you already know these things, hopefully I was able to remind you and reinforce it a little bit. Because even when we don't tell you, even when men don't tell you about these things, trust and believe he's thinking them. Because like I said in the beginning, some of these things are difficult to express. So thank you for coming back. Thank you for rocking with your guy. It is always an honor and pleasure to talk to you, and I will see you at the next video. Expect a video very soon. Good night.